painting tutorial, the second part on this guy, this Kurnoti from the elves that were in the, from the, what's called this, the Beastgrave. Okay, so in the first part we have done all the painting up to this stage, and now we are going to keep working on it and to do the rest of the highlights and details. So now I'm going to work on the skin, and to work on the skin I'm going to use again Ungor flesh, and I'm going to use Flayed One flesh. Okay, and with these two colors we are going to highlight all the musculature that this guy have, and then I will do the green part here in the middle. But first I will do all the highlights. So I will first apply Ungor flesh. If I go out, okay, we're going to do something like that. Okay, let's do the back. It's going to be easier to show in camera. And I will have XV88 as well if I need to do some parts a little bit darker. For example, here I will clean up the red first with XV88. Find this here, and I will do now with Ungor flesh the highlight. Again XV88. I will clean up this thing from the hair. A little bit out, so we need to clean up all these mistakes. And now with Ungor flesh I'm going to highlight. And then I'm going to use Flayed One flesh to do additional highlights. We use no Flayed One flesh here. And when I see that the highlight is too strong, then I use a little bit of highlight, the shade is the transition is too strong, then I can use a little bit of XV88 to help on the transition. So as you can see, I keep working on that. For example, dynamic stake. You can also have a little bit of call this Death Cloud Brown. It's a little bit too reddish, so we can use a little too reddish. Okay. Okay. Sorry. And there is one part that I missed to do before. Now I will put, you see the ears. I need to put a little bit of shade here on the ears. Now we highlight this part. And we use then again flight one flash. Okay, I will keep working a little bit more on the musculature and I'm back. Okay, next step I'm going to work on the gem that he has there. Okay, I will start applying mood green here. You just move the camera in a position I can move. Okay. Something like that. And now I will take warpstone. Something not too thick. Then I will use a lima green. I have this one, okay, it's almost yellow with a very small touch. So this is the color. put some there. Make it brighter. And I will work again with mod green. Around. I will go a little bit on top of the flash if the sphere allows me to do it. Take a little bit of lima green. Okay, and I will leave it like that at this moment. Okay, let's work now on the leather parts. Let's do first. Let's work on the leather part. So I'm going to use the flake bomb flash, and we're going to do the technique that if you follow my channel you have seen other times. So we'll do very visible weathering, okay? Very stark, very aggressive, and we are going to soften this later on. When you do that, you can also do some like scratches. I try to be thin. Okay, but they have to be visible. Just put a couple here and there. Don't overdo. And we're going to do something like that on all the leather straps and belts. Okay, so I will do as well the ones on the body and the ones on the arm. Okay, but the same technique on all of them. It's like small dots or small lines, one next to each other to show irregular. It's like making a very irregular edge highlight on all of them. Okay, so I'm doing that and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so we have done all here, but before doing the wash there on the leather, I'm going to do some highlight on the nails, and I will do something like that. Just going to the base, I will apply the same we have done on the belt, okay? And I will as well paint this type of this thing that he has on the tail, and as well the spike things, okay? So let's go back to the one I was painting, that was the front one, okay? So let's do this one, we do the same. Go there to the horizontally, we do something like that. Okay, this will give more interesting touch on the nails. And we don't need to do a lot of work there. Okay. As I said, normally my painting is not for contest, it's more for having a very nice finishing on tabletop and games. Okay, so I will do their nails. I will apply the fake one flash here as well, and I'm back. Okay, in my white palette I did a mixture of putrid green, scorpion green, or you can use mood green, with some silver, and I add a little bit of war lining. Okay, so to make a color that it looks like this one here. Okay, and then I'm using this to highlight the armor. Okay, here it's a little bit too much, but it's not a problem. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to edge highlight a little bit these things. Okay. We want to do something like that. So they don't show much. So I take just the top and I do this. Okay. Like that. Okay, and like that I will do all the armor plates with passion. Okay, I also applied this one here on the helmet, and later on we are going to do again a wash to make it less striking. So we'll do, I will apply even the lighter part on top of the eyes. Okay, so I will do this on all the armor plates, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, I have done all the highlights on the armor. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do first I'm going to apply a snakebite leather on the leather part. So this means I will apply it on these things, and the point here is to now make the scratches more integrated with the color of the leather. Okay, and we are going to do this for all the leather parts. Okay, so I will do this, and I'm going to do the same on these ones as well. No, this one what I will do is I will do it much more thin. Okay, what's a mistake? So I will apply it like that, much thinner. So I don't want to make it as dark as the other one. Then we're going to highlight. Okay, but I don't want to leave it as bright as it was. Okay, we can do this, we can apply it just on this side darker. You can do something like that. Okay. I to do always two things with the same step. So I will keep working here on the leather. Try not to cover too much. What I try to do is just to apply this like a filter, and I will do this on all the leather parts, and I'm back. Okay, so this is what it looks like now, the leather. And now I'm going to wash a little bit the armor plate with Coelia green shade. No, sorry, Coelia green shade, with real tan green. Okay. wash all the armor plates. Like that. I will wash as well the mask to make it less. Okay, we have to be careful not to do it again. Something like that, and I want to make emphasis, and I will do as well on all the different armor plates. Of course, the shield will also be washed. Okay, so I do that, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, and this is how it looks like. And now I'm going to apply a Griff charger on the blade. Like that. Okay, and I will wait at this device. So this is how it looks like now. Okay, with the green, and now I'm going to use Auric Armor Gold to do some extra bright on the gold part. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of edge highlight with Auric Armor Gold. This will give more brightness. And I will clean in some places the green went over the gold. I don't want to shade the gold too much. I wanted to keep it very bright, almost silvery. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to take silver color. You can use any silver, and I will pull the highlights using silver. Okay, because I want to go very light. For example, here you want to do it on the upper parts. This peaks, you add a little bit of silver. If you go too much, I take a little bit of Auric Armor Gold and I go over. Okay. So the idea is to give additional brightness to all the gold bars, and for example, like here, eliminate if there is any green going over it. Okay, so we want to, for example, do the tips of these horns. Now we add some silver. Okay, for example, these parts are important. silver, I go the opposite direction. Now without the armor hold I go down. Okay, and if it's too much, I take out the armor hold. I went too much in. Okay, and remember, if there is a green anywhere, you have to, it's the moment to clean up. Of course, we should be very careful and not dirty things that we already done. So I think at this point I will do the rest of the armor rims. Okay, I will do the rest of the part where I need to highlight the gold, and I'm back for the next step. Next step, I'm going to do the hair. Okay, so this is how the gold is looking like right now, much brighter. And now we are going to work on the hair. And to do that, I'm using Fire Dragon Bright and Iriel Yellow. Okay, and if it's needed, I have on my palette as well Death Cloud Brown. I'm sorry, Skaeth Brown, with Death Glow. And I have as well Ruinous Height in case I need to do some very dark shading. So let's start, for example, on the easy part. What is this? And we are going to apply the Fire Dragon Bright like that over this. Okay, and then Iriel Yellow just at the upper bar. Okay, let's do the rest. The other side I will do it off camera, of course, because it's more or the same. So now what we do on this part is I take some hairs and I apply the orange, this bright orange, the Fire Dragon Bright. This can be a little bit time consuming, but I suggest that you do it in this way. The other option is to do the dry brushing, but it's quite dirty and you risk to dirt on other parts, so it's up to everybody. I find that doing it in this way, you have sharper highlights. Let's see. And I can choose if the bed that you're doing like that, I can choose if I want to highlight all the hair or not. Sometimes it gives more interesting if we leave some parts not as highlighted, because we have the pre-shading of the contrast. Okay, and this is why I have the reference height, because sometimes it will flow in between the hairs, so I take a little bit of reference height, the case, and I go in between, so we have a sharp separation. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Arial Yellow, and we're going to do the hairs that we highlight, we are going to do just the tip. Again, this is very difficult to do it with dry brushing, because I'm trying to focus on the tip of the hairs. So this part can be done very easily with dry brush, but the ones that are at lower level, like these ones here, these are going to be pretty difficult, that you have a nice and sharp highlight. Okay, and I keep doing that until you are happy with the look. Okay, I like to give this fiery orange look to these guys. I think it's an interesting and contrasting color. The orange have a very nice contrast with the greens that we have used. Okay. So I will keep doing that. Now I will do the other side of the hair. I have to put a little bit more of yellow, for example, on this part here. But this at the end is at the taste of everyone. So do what you prefer in terms of how much you want to highlight. Okay, so now I will keep working like that the rest of the hair, and I'm back. Okay, so this is how it looks like now, the hair from both sides. Now it's time to do the last detail of the decorations. We have to do the gems and the hair decoration. For the hair, I will apply first a dark green. Okay, I will apply Caliban green on all the ornaments he's wearing on the hair. I have a small flash there, I will go a bit off camera, but I'm going to do them all. And once I have them painted, I'll show you how I will highlight them. Okay, now that I have put the dark green in all the ornaments, we are going to start highlighting. So I'm going to use for that Washed Tone Glow and Mood Green. Okay. What we are going to do, let's do first a gem. So on a gem, what I will do is I will apply Washed Tone Glow on the bottom half, and I will apply the dark green on the upper part. Maybe too much dark green, it's not a problem. I'll go back with the wrong color. We go back with the warpstone. Now we take wood green. We do like that. And finally, we use white. Just very little. And we do a dot on the top. Okay? Like that we do all the gems. What I do on these ornaments. These ornaments I want to make them quite bright. So I'm putting warpstone glow first. I do like that. I look like that, okay? So I do 2 highlights where the cylinder and this is stopping, and then I do 1 vertical line. Then I took mood green and I go from top to bottom, and I only do the top part. And finally we then take, I took in a lima green or mood green mixed with yellow. Okay, a color like that, and we do that like that. And like that I'm going to do all the ornaments. This bigger one is going to be tricky. I need to take a little bit of warpstone. Okay, this one is going to be more tricky because it's bigger. We have to pay more attention. So I will do as I did before. The 2 edges that we have on this thing. And this one is horizontal, does not have a good direction to show. It's completely horizontal almost, so the back part is a little bit higher, so we are going to highlight more the back part. Then I do, as I did on the other one, the edge. But this time I will do a thicker and transversal highlight. Sorry, not axial, I was meaning. Now we take mood green, and again from this I go there. I will do something like that. And we can take a little bit of lima green and put it there. Okay? This, because it's bigger, I suggest that we do the same on the other part. But without the lima. And I don't highlight too much the bottom, so this is how I will do. And we keep doing all the ornaments like that and all the gems in the same way. So again, I will do another gem. These gems can be a little bit tricky because they're very horizontal, so when this happens we do like that. Now I come with mood green. I do mainly the bottom, and I take white and we do a dot. Okay, so I do the rest of the gems and ornaments and I'm back. Okay, so This is how it looks like now. Okay, we have all the hair, all the ornaments done. I also add some grass on the base of plants. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just do the spear of the lance, and as well the horns. So to do that, I have put in my palette the Messy Desert and Ushapti Bone. Okay, these two colors. These are on my palette. So I'm going to start with the Messy Desert. I will start doing this type of like highlight. And then I will take Ushapti Bone. And I will apply on the tips. And I will go with the Messy Desert and do the transition. And we do the same for all the horns. Okay. And what I'm going to do on the lines is this part here that we have this is too dark at the back. I'm going to apply it like that. And I'm going to use in that case a little bit of as well, no this one, so this one Thailand Sun, okay, part of the Messy Desert. It's a little bit more brown and that's the yellow. And I will apply it as well. Now I will take a little bit of Ushapti Bone and just on the tip. Wait that this dries, and I will do with the Messy Desert just this part. Okay, something like that. Just wait that this dries. Okay, and I will finalize now the horns in the same way. Okay, so I will do rest of the horns. I will need to do as well the other side of the same horns. I will do this, and this is going to be almost the last step, so I will be back to show you the final result. Okay, so I have done the horns and the lance. Now you can see that once it's dry it looks much better, well on the horns, and now just we need to work just one final touch on the lance, and is to create some highlights on the metal. Okay, something like that. And what the other side. Okay, on the other side I will not do it completely. So this is all. I think here we can finalize the work on this guy. Just give me a minute to close it. I don't want to have an accident with the silver. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is if you are in the final paint job on this type of centaur from the Kurnothi. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this one. I think it looks very nice. Some nice striking colors. Please give a like if you have liked this video, share if you think that people can be interested, and as usual, looking forward to see your comments, and thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.